NEK, who I have heard called NEK and NEK. And I think they're called NEK based on something that I was showed from their social media output, saying that apparently the exclamation mark at the end of the name is supposed to be like an upside down I. Anyway, I've been really excited to check out this band. And I will say, full disclosure, before I get into this, I have heard like a 15-second clip of it before, so I have a rough idea for the genre. But I was really interested to check this out ever since actually it got recommended to me a lot by YouTube. And one of the things that really stood out to me was the thumbnail, the big, bright, colorful thumbnail. Sorry, I need some water. It's very dry in here. Air conditioning in Japan. Too powerful. Anyway, the thing is that the whole thumbnail just looked like a fun band. It gave me vibes of early Scandal, Silent Siren, and a lot of people have been telling me, a lot of people I respect have been telling me, hey, this is a band who you should really check out. Been turning a lot of heads. Now, I know this song's been out for a little while. I haven't had a chance to sit down and listen to it. And I was thinking, hey, I'm bringing back this reaction thing on this channel, or at least giving it a try. I really want to check this out. I want to do a first reaction to this. Because this sounds, everything on paper sounds like a band who I could really enjoy. And the 20-second clip I heard made me think that there are good things that are going to make me smile a lot. But we're going to check them out. We're going to see. This is, I believe, their first song. I should have researched that. Get Over. It's come out. They're up to 5,420 subscribers at the time of recording. So this is really great stuff. I really hope, I want there to be bands on the rise who are doing fun things. We've got a lot of bands doing metal. We've got a lot of bands doing that sort of mid-tempo, sort of thoughtful music. I want some bands who are fun and upbeat and give us a lot to be happy about. I mean, I'm wearing the Trident shirt right now. So I'm looking forward to this hugely. And so without further ado, I'm going to get into it. Just first of all, I've got to do it. You know, like, subscribe, YouTuber stuff. You know all that stuff, don't you? You don't need me to tell you. Let's get into it. NEK. I thought I wasn't going to play them. This is more black and white and heavy than I remember. Oh, that's more like. That distortion reminds me of Bandmate, like using that distortion in their vocals on the verses as well. It's got a little bit of skip to it, hasn't it? That's a cool chorus. I love the way that she's projecting those held notes with a little bit of attitude. Not too much, but just enough to give it personality. She's not just reciting like a session musician. That sort of tripleted skip, accented by the slap bass. That's going to win over a lot of musos. Nice. Nice. We've talked before about how, like, Japanese bands, one of the signature things, doing the verse nice and differently second time round. That little breakdown was cool though. Accented the triplets by going a bit slower though. Half-time triplets. This is a good chorus. It's getting in my head already. Alright, where's the bridge gonna go? You can make or break a song with a good bridge. All right, Tom Morello. That was a strange twist. Okay, they are really playing on the Japanese songwriting checklist. Get your bingo cards ready. Half time in the second verse, breakdown at the beginning of the final chorus. I'm liking it though. It's all the stuff that pleases you. I kiss myself goodbye. Interesting. I'm sure there's something poetic going on there. Oh, this is nice. Nice build up to the end. Yeah. All right. There's a lot to break down with this one. A lot to unpack, you may say. So, first things first. Yeah, that's 100% my kind of thing. 100% my kind of thing. I just really enjoyed that. I've got to give them a like now. I just realised I'd already subbed to them. I'd subbed to them in advance. I think because I knew I wanted to come back and check out this song. But yeah, I've got to give that a like as well. This was very, very cool. A lot of things going for it. Now, I must say that the rhythm was one of those things that might get overlooked because it's kind of got like a pop punk feel. But whereas a lot of pop punk songs really go for that 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This had a bit of a swing to it, that sort of tripleted beat. Still like a 4/4 beat, but with little triplets in there. I also really liked the fact that the singer, again, she was projecting in a very normal way. There was nothing sort of weird or overly stylized about her vocal style, but she was doing her vocals, she was performing her vocals with a real sense of kind of attitude. There was a feeling behind it. You know, she didn't just sound like she was reciting, like I say, you really felt there was an emotion coming through. You could hear it in the way that she was holding the notes and, you know, the way that she was sort of like, you know, extending the notes and stopping them. So a lot about her exact performance was really nice. It felt personal. It felt like something that was delivered with some emotion. And the bass work was brilliant as well. Once again, I get the feeling the bass work's going to win a lot of people over because slap bass at the moment, thank you, Davey504, slap bass is kind of seen as the holy grail now. I always sort of think slap bass in moderation is great. Not all the time. Sorry. But yeah, this used it really well. Sorry, I need more water. It's terrible for audience retention. I'm just going to see the stats and you guys are all going to be skipping ahead when I do that. Thank you to everyone who sits through and watches me down water. So yeah, the stat-based stuff reminded me a lot of how, like, you ask a lot of musos what's their favourite Silent Siren song, and everyone says Fujiyama Disco, because I think a lot of people are won over by the fact that it's got that really awesome slap bass line at the beginning. Even though I wouldn't say it's their best song, it's still one that, you know, a lot of the musos like it because rather than just being a good melody, it's got that sort of edge to it which people like. And I think that's another thing. This is going to win people over because of the fact it's got those nice little moments of nuance and musicianship that really grab a lot of people who wouldn't be so much into poppier or, you know, this kind of pop rock style of music. It wins them over because they listen to it and they feel a little bit more at home when they hear that kind of thing. So that was great. It was a beautiful bit of nuance, the way that was written, you know, between the whole rhythm section. I really enjoyed that. The guitarist as well. I was wondering where we were going to go with that, but essentially got a little bit of a Tom Morello thing going on. That wah wah was really heavy. The guitar solo, it wasn't all about flamboyant showing off. She clearly showed a lot of skill, but she was writing that guitar solo more to be listened to and enjoyed. It was a guitar solo you could follow. You could feel it building up rather than just twiddle, 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 twiddle. It was something that you could actually get into. So I love the guitar solo. Again, the vocalist, brilliant. The just the whole thing felt really good, complete, little bit of nuance, very accessible. So the bridge, I want to quickly talk about the bridge because the bridge was an interesting one. They went straight to the guitar solo, fair enough. I know, you know, guitar solo is fairly normal as a bridge, but I've always been a great believer that you can't just put a guitar solo and say that's just the bridge. So I was a little bit concerned that we were just going to get guitar solo and then final chorus because it always feels a little bit unimaginative, especially in a song that had been showing so much nuance. But this was interesting. It built up with that really nice guitar solo and then it broke back down to a chilled out bit which had been signposted in the second verse. Again, second verse was really nice, how that varied from the first one. But we kind of returned to that thing again, that sort of slowed down bit, which is interesting because the momentum felt a bit weird in the bridge. Like, we went from the second chorus, we were building up through that solo, it was getting a little bit heavier, a little bit hard edge, and then it broke down very quickly. The solo was quite short, which is fine, but I felt like they could have done more to sort of build it up and build it up, build it up more before it broke down, because it sort of built up quickly through the solo and then suddenly went down to that bridge where it slowed down. And then we went straight from that slowed down bit into the chorus, but the chorus again started with like a breakdown version of the chorus. So we went from a short build up to quite a lot of like, you know, sort of the building, not so much building, this sort of chilled out bit where you're waiting, that sort of tension, like, oh, here it comes. When's it going to kick in? When's it going to kick in? So I felt maybe there could have been more build up in the bridge. The bridge could have done more to build you up so that breakdown before the final chorus felt a little bit more impactful. But still, like, to be honest, it's one of those ones with multiple listens. Once you get used to it, you probably just get used to it. I felt this song had a lot more to write home and say, this is a band worth checking out than anything else. And if it's their first song, I mean, even if it's not their first song, it's definitely a new band. It's going to be one of their first. What a brilliant introduction. What a brilliant way to say hello. I loved it. It was colourful. It was accessible. It put an onus on catchy melodies, on being fun, on being something you could enjoy, but it did not skimp on the nuance. It did not skimp on being well played. It did not skimp on being a song that felt like it had some meaning. It felt like something that was, a very rounded, enjoyable, entire product. Something that I will definitely be coming back to. I'll be definitely checking out more of this band. And what a great way to say hello. So I am looking forward to a lot more of NEK in the future. Not to be confused with NEK Talkie. Not that I think anyone was confusing them. Anyway, looking forward to hearing more of this. As always, get in the comments. Tell me what you guys thought. Am I just biased because this is my kind of colourful, fun music that I tend to have a little bit of a soft spot for? Either way, it's good. You can't argue that. It's an objective truth. Hashtag no bias. And until I hopefully see you very soon in Japan for the next one of these videos, for now, ciao, ciao. One day I'm going to work out what a stop button is so I can press it at the exact right time.